I'm hanging out at the Jack Walls Training Center this morning at Harrington Raceway, looking for a Heather on the Spot interview. And see that barn behind us? I think I've found my next victim. Whoa, I mean interview. Come on, let's do this. Okay, the first thing we want to mention is that John was nice enough to do this last minute. I'm thinking that he maybe would rather be at the dentist getting his teeth pulled or something, but he's being a good sport by being on post time this morning. So, John, we haven't had you on the show before, although you have been a live audience at the end of the show, but we've never interviewed you. So tell us, first of all, how many horses do you have in training?
Right now I got about 6 in training, and I got a few turned out in the field, giving them a break.
All right, well, there's a couple that I've had my eye on that I really like. One of them is Charlie. I love that name, first of all.
Oh, Charlie, he was named after a dog.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the guy that actually broke and raised him, I seen him in the paddock one day. He said he was named after a dog. So that's how he got his name.
Oh my gosh, well, he's been really doing well for you.
He's a little sour here and there, but he's a nice horse.
Yeah, talk about sour, like I was trying to get some shots of him and his ears are pinned, you know? Finally, John had to throw in a flake of hay, so his ears perked up a little bit, but yeah, I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna get kicked. What about Lather Machine? He's another one that's been a familiar face on Delmarva, and he's racing good now too. He's just coming back, right?
Yeah, Gary Isles owns him and Barbara. The horse was out in the field for 7 months, so they turned him out, and when they brought him back, you know, he gave him to me, and we've had him for probably 8 months, and we had a few bumps in the road, but other than that, he's come back pretty good. He's got a lot of back class. He raced in the Open and stuff like that. So hopefully we're in the bottom classes. We got to work our way up if we get back up way up high there. So hopefully we're keeping our fingers crossed. I've had a really good year, and starting this year off real good. Got a real good groom, Glenn, working for me. He's real dedicated, and he does what's got to be done. He goes the extra, edge to get what needs to be done, get us in the winner's circle. So he wants to get in there just as bad as I do. And he's a great guy.
And how did you get into the business?
I got into business. My wife, her father and uncles and them been in the business forever. And I started working with them. And then Phillip, Big Phillip, they call him Elvis. He's a good Elvis impersonator.
I've heard him at karaoke.
Oh yeah, he's real good. You wouldn't know. But I learned a lot with him, and I thank him for that.
Wow, the interview would not be complete. You know what's coming next? Unless we talk about my friend Kim, who happens to be your lovely wife. And actually, we want to say that, yeah, when you mentioned you married Kim, her maiden name's Mitchell, and her dad's Rodney Mitchell. And anyway, tell me about Kim and tell me about your 2 lovely children.
Well, the biggest thing, I converted her last name to Waite instead of Mitchell. That was the best thing. But then we got 2 lovely kids. We got a boy named Chase. He's 7.5, and then we got a little girl, Alexa. She's 3.5, so 2's enough. 1 boy, 1 girl, and then we got a dog. So they're the greatest kids. They're the greatest kids, and my wife, she does an excellent job at home with the kids. So, and when I get home, we usually have dinner made most of the time.
Oh man, that's more than we can say that happens at my house. Forget it.
If I have a bad night, she definitely has dinner ready. Because she knows it's going to be a long one.
Yeah, I'm spoiled. My mother makes me dinner every night.
Oh,
I know.
My wife makes it all the time.
Now, how long have you guys been married?
It'll be 8 years next month.
Okay, I would like to say that I think the secret to a successful marriage is going to Disney World every year for a week. Would you say the same thing?
Oh yeah, we love that place. We got going when my little boy was real little, and actually my little girl was made in Disney World, so.
That was your big souvenir that you brought back from Disney World.
That was the souvenir we brought back from Disney World. So it was a good one. Couldn't replace that one with nothing.
Well, thank you, John, for being on the show, and best of luck.
Thank you. You too.